All right. What's up, everybody? It's good to see all of you here tonight. Let me know that you can hear and see me, please, if you wouldn't mind, just to make sure everything is good to go. And let me get my chat up here. Always doing this stuff at the last minute, I tell you what. Yeah, if the mic is a little hot or needs turned up a little bit, just let me know, please. Got a couple thumbs up, so that's great. Got to say hey to a couple of people here in the chat. We've got 12 right now. If you're hanging out in here, please just like the video real quick. Let's get some more people in here tonight. Last week we had 50. That was my record, so that was a lot of fun. Let's go ahead and hit that like button. And let me say hey to some people. DC, what's up? Good to see you. I've got to respond to your comment. I saw you posted on the new video there. Richie Z in the house, what's up? Who else do we have in here? Daniel Kerber, good to see you. Amy, what's up, Amy? Let's keep going here. Hendo in the house. Here we go. Yeah, a little intro music there. Daniel, good to see you. Old Fortress Single Barrel Store pick. Yeah, that's the one I emailed you about earlier, man. At least I think, and that one is a killer pick. Wrench Party, says Peter White. Scott's in here. Team Ham Honk, let's go. What's up, party people? It's hilarious. Aiden, not going to make it more than a few minutes. Have a great stream. Good to see you, Aiden, and hope you have a good one. Who else is in the house? I know it's a little bit earlier tonight. All right, so I think I've got my bases covered. We can go ahead and get to it. I'm going to have a quick little pour here. New bottle that just came in. It's the Chattanooga Rye 99. So just got this from a friend yesterday and haven't had a chance to really get into it. So that'll be my first pour for the night. Let me know what you guys are sipping on. I know a lot of us just came over from Trev's video, his premiere. It's cool to see Trev doing some more content that's not live, so that's awesome, and his editing looks great and all that good stuff. Who else do we have in here? All right, so yeah, I know 7:30 p.m. It's not great. I'd rather go on at 8, but I think this is going to be better for everybody as we kind of order out Thursday evenings with, I don't know, I think Clifton's on maybe right now. Wags likes to go on and do some IG Live stuff and just different people. So trying to find my time slot that's going to work the best. Cheers, legend. Sorry, can only make a few minutes. Have a great stream. Like that rye. It's kind of funky. Doesn't blind well, though. Interesting. Yeah, so that's going to be my first pour here. We have some cool things for the live stream planned. So I'm really excited about this live stream in particular. And we'll kind of get into all of that as this progresses. Daniel says, I had to make sure I made it in tonight, but unfortunately I'm putting my son to bed. I'll miss the Blind Booker's battle, but we'll watch afterwards. Excited to see what you think of my samples. Yeah, I'm excited that I was able to snag that one from you. Big Man, Small Batch, and that's going to be within this blind that I'm going to kind of tell everybody about right now and talk through, as well as like the rest of the stream, what's going to go on. Richie Z is drinking Tomatin 14. Is that the port finish? I've got a Tomatin 14 port finish up there. Super sweet, pretty nutty actually, all things considered, but I like it a lot. Really good like dessert scotch for me, just because of the nuttiness and how sweet it is with that port finish. Revisiting Old Tub next. Oof, don't know about that. So cheers to all of you. Thank you for tuning in, and hopefully we'll get some more people in here, and have a good night. We're going to go until about 9 o'clock, maybe a couple minutes after, just depending on how things go. So cheers. That's interesting. Pretty good stuff. Amy says, got some Stag Junior Batch 6. I've never had anything earlier than Batch 12, so I'd be curious to know. I know they say that those batches are hot. They drink really hot, so how is that Batch 6, and what proof is that? I'm not entirely sure about those. Yes, sir, the port finish. All right, I love a good port finish scotch. Not so much on the bourbon side of things. I tend to not go for that kind of stuff, but in Scotchland, I really like it. Legendary Big Man Small Bass. Best regular bookers by all accounts. That's awesome. Well, I'm hoping it wins in this blind tournament, which we'll get to in a second. All right, so I have a couple things that I want to kind of talk about first before we get to the actual sort of gist of the video and everything that I've got planned. JG in the house, there's a weird sound feedback. Really? Let me... is anybody else getting that weird sound feedback? Please let me know, because it could be something on my end, and I will have to check in on that. Give me 1 second. Let me mute myself. Interesting. Hiss City. Okay, give me 2 seconds here. It could be a couple of different things. Let me go turn my air off. I'll be right back. Could be the AC in the house. Usually I turn it off during these lives, but I don't think that's what it would be. The fan on my computer is also hissing quite a bit. So give me just a second here. Don't want to start the stream off on a bad note. All right, let's see. The air will be kicking off in just a second, and let me check my audio. Oh, it's coming through my MacBook Pro mic. That would be why. That's hilarious. Sorry, everybody. Let me know if the audio just got fixed right now. It should have just flipped over to the actual mic that I'm using. Thank you guys for letting me know about that. Holy crap. How embarrassing. I'm going to mute myself and check it again on my phone. There we go. That was the issue. Thank you. Okay. Wow. Getting off to a good start here, y'all. We're 9 minutes in, and I'm just screwing up. I'm going to need some more to drink tonight. For that, Daniel Kerber says crystal clear now. Thanks, guys. Beautiful. Alrighty, so a couple of things that I want to talk about before we get to the actual stream. I've got a couple of events planned. If you've been on here before, you know that I like to have sort of an organized stream. I like to have an order of events and things I'm going to do so that there's not a lot of like awkwardness of like, oh shit, what am I doing right now? What am I tasting? So I'm going to go ahead and start off with a couple of things. Number one, I don't know who in the house here is, in the chat, is a jazz fan. I love jazz music. I'm a musician, music school thing. I did the whole nine. And no, I couldn't tell you who played bass on what Miles album, but Chick Corea, very famous pianist, died today, age 79, died of cancer. So I just wanted to take a minute and raise a glass to Chick Corea, a legend, absolute musical legend, passed away today, and that was just announced a few hours ago. So little moment of silence here, and raise a glass to Chick Corea in his memory. All right. Yeah. So, having said that, I wanted to open this up by telling all of you that I am a very impatient person. All right. And two reasons I say that. Number one, this just came in the mail. And this is a dusty old scotch I will get to the chat in a second. This is a dusty old scotch from the 80s called Regis Royal 12. It is 12-year age stated. Blended Scotch whiskey, 100% Scotch whiskey's in here, it says. Decent color going on. And I got this for 50 bucks on secondary. And it was sort of one of those things where I said, look, I don't know anything about it. You're not able to sell it. I'll give you 50 bucks. And the dude said, okay. So we shipped it off. Tax seal is a mess. Totally fell apart. You know, got the tax strip here, but it is still sealed nice and tight. And I'm so impatient. I have Scotch Sunday coming up this Sunday, but I want to open this thing right now. So I don't know what to do. So either pressure the shit out of me and tell me to open this, or tell me to save it until Sunday, because I don't know what to do. And, you know, the other thing about me being so impatient is that I'm like trying to find an Elijah Craig Barrel Proof A121, because one of the things about having a new channel is that it's hard to get subscribers right off the bat, you know? And the one thing that attracts a lot of subscribers is doing reviews of things that just came out, getting like the first or second review out. So I'm like, Chris from Hot Buttery Rolls gave me a bunch of shit yesterday, because I'm like in the secondary groups trying to find it for like, you know, 95 bucks or whatever. But like for me, it's a worthy investment, because, you know, it'll get views and get subscribers and that kind of thing. But my God, it's like in the last couple of days, I'm like, I'm a really impatient person. So anyways, great story, right? Then I found $5. Open now and let us know your note, says Richie Z. Joe says, open it. And then I've got a couple of save it's. That's hilarious. If you haven't already, and why not, please consider subscribing. Oh, that's actually my music channel. So that is not Drums and Drams, but hey, if you want to sub to my other channel as well, you could do that. That would be awesome. Probably better than Old Tub. Probably. That's hilarious. And Daniel Kerber says there's a new channel out called Pop 'em, Don't Watch 'em. I might have to pop this tonight. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens. Okay, so, you know, in terms of also along those same lines, I am trying to get monetized. In my head, my goal is the end of March. If I could hit 1,000 subs by the end of March, I think I can do it. I've been getting 200 subs a month. All I got to do is up that to 300. And I think I can make it happen. And the watch hours are on their way. So that is my goal right now, is to get monetized by the end of March, or, you know, early April or something like that. But I think it's totally doable here. I just hit 400 subs a couple minutes ago, actually. So I'm really excited about that. Okay, I think I'm good. Let me check out the chat here. Yep. All the audio stuff. Thank God we got that fixed. 400 now, says Jay. Yeah, I'm stoked about getting that. I mean, it was at like 388 last night, so it was nice to be able to get up to 400 today. Go ahead and like the video, sub to the channel if you haven't already. We're trying to get some more people in here, so just give it a little likesy poo. Okay, what is coming up next? Let's start with the Booker's flight. All right, so let me pull this up. I've got an overlay made. Boom. Okay, so this is what we're going to start with. I have 9 samples of Booker's, and these have all been collected over the last couple of weeks from people locally, from people in the chat right now. Daniel sent in Big Man Small Batch. He was super awesome to be willing to give some of that up. And I've got a couple of other samples in there as well, and you can see all of those over here. Got to go the right direction. You can see all of the 9 pours that I'm going to have in my Booker's Blind Battle. And the way that this is going to work is that I have a bracket laid out, and I don't really have a graphic made for it, but I like actually have it just drawn out here very quickly. And I know you're probably not going to be able to see it, and that's okay. I have it in front of me, and what we have are 2 sets of 4 on either side of the bracket. And we're going to be evaluating all of these Booker samples in pairs. So it'll be one pair versus each other, and then the winner of that one facing the next pairs, as a bracket would work, right? Then when we get to the final winners, we're going to determine the winner of the 8 samples. But there is a 9th sample, and I'm going to have the option at the end to swap that out for the 9th sample and determine which one of those, the wild card or the one that was the winner of the bracket, is the top Booker sample of the ones that I have. So that's kind of what we have coming up here for the Booker's Blind Battle. Richie says you got a lot of steam right now. Yeah, the channel's starting to take off. I'm really excited, and I've been trying to get out a lot of content as well. I put a new video out of Ezra Brooks 99 earlier, unsub to 399. That's hilarious. There we go. That's the channel. It should be /channel/drums and drams. It should have a custom URL somewhere. I know I do have that in place. I'm sorry I'm late. Can you start over? Yep, let's go ahead and start right over. That's hilarious. 20 watching, 20 likes. That's a solid ratio, right? What do we got here about the Booker stuff? NCAA attorney. Catch the beginning. I'm confident in my 2 samples. Oh, yeah, and Sip a While. I forgot you gave me Sip a While as well. Picks and Batch better win because that's the only one I have. It's hilarious. All right. So, yeah, you can see the ones that I have here. I've got some older samples. I've already had a sip of a few of these, right? All the 2020 batches I've tried before, and I have snuck in a sip of Big Man Small Batch, very small sip, Mama's Batch, and those are the only 2 I think I've tried so far. So some of the others I've never had before. That's why I'm really excited to do this. I don't like peanuts in my whiskey. And, you know, a lot of the new Booker stuff, 2020 is just a peanut frenzy. And actually, I can deal with it if I know that that's what I'm getting into. So I do like to have a Granny's batch on the shelf. But I'm not going to be buying every Booker's batch because everything is peanut, you know, peanut town. So I think some of these older batches don't have as much peanut in them, and I think I'll like them a little bit better. Let's see, still have an Oven Buster. I don't even know when that is from. Holy cow. Your cameo on Shelf Search is legendary. Good job on mostly avoiding the wardrobe malfunction. Yeah, and I did have underwear on. I did. They were very small, but I did have something on there. I would never risk that on a live stream, God forbid. Peanut orgy in this blind. Yeah, it is going to be one of those. Lito says, what's up? Enjoying the live on the way back home from work. What's up, Lito? Good to see you. Cheers. Hope you pour something nice when you get home from work. Cool. Let me show you all what we're working with here in terms of how I will guide you through this tasting in the Blind Booker's Bracket Battle. Usually I use note cards to show you all what I'm sipping on. I finally invested in some black note cards and gold ink, so I think we will have no issues with the camera focus as I hold these up and turn my head. So I'm looking forward to using these now and avoiding that awkward, that whole awkward process of letting me know whether or not you saw what I was having a sip of. So let's go ahead and get started here. Bracket 1, this first head-to-head is going to be numbers 1 and 3. You can see we've covered these up. My beautiful fiance, Sarah, who will be making an appearance later as soon as she gets home from the gym. She'll probably be really hot and sweaty. She's always hot. But she covered these up, numbered them all, made my bracket. She must really love me or something. So, number 1, let's go ahead and pour a little bit of number 1 in this glass. And number 3 in the next glass. And we'll go ahead and get started on this first head-to-head. I got to make sure I save enough of these pours to make it through this entire bracket. So, got to be very careful of not pouring too much. Cameron wears a banana hammock, confirmed. It is confirmed. No, I told Sarah, I was like, I got to find my tiniest pair of boxers that I own so that I can really, really show some good thigh on this live stream. The people love the pasty white thighs, you know. Nutty squad. All right. So, number 1, number 3. We're going to start with number 1. Hope I didn't mix these up. Here we go. On the nose, Booker's number 1. Get my note cards ready so I can show you all in just a second here. All right. Surprise, surprise. It smells like peanuts. Let's go to 3. Okay. Yeah, big difference here. Number 3 is not nearly as peanut heavy as number 1, which I like. I definitely like it. But I'm going to try to keep this in mind, keep this in context of like Booker's is supposed to be somewhat nutty. So I'm not going to just bash all of these if they have some nuttiness going on. You know what I mean? Yeah, number 1's got a nice like sharp caramel note to go with the peanuts. A little bit of oak funk. It's nice. Yeah. Cool. Pretty standard. Reminding me of like any of the batches from 2020, if I'm being honest with you. Like, could be any of those. And I'm not here to try to guess, but lots of peanut, sharp caramels, oak funk. Very standard down the middle Booker's profile. Okay, now this one has some apple and some pear with really nice, rich caramel notes. Oh my gosh, yeah, this doesn't even smell like Booker's to me. This is awesome. Jay says this is where we differ. I like nutty whiskeys. I just can't get into it. I just can't. I mean, on occasion, like if I want like a nice dessert type thing, I'm having something sweet, eating something sweet. I'll pour a Booker's out that's really nutty because I think it pairs well. But that's really the only time. Bash me if you don't like it. Yeah, so this one's got like caramel apple notes in it. Like I said, there's a light fruit characteristic. Let me show you what's in each of these glasses. So number one, the really nutty one. Here's what's in number one. Okay, hoping you all saw that. And then here is what is in the less nutty one in this pair, number three. So yeah, a quick little thumbs up to let me know that you guys all saw that. Ice Cube and his Bookers. Yeah, I think that's not a bad call. I don't blame people for putting ice in their Bookers at all. I do like peanut butter a lot, yeah. And I like peanut butter notes in whiskey, but I don't like that brittle peanut shell thing. This number three, though, fundamentally doesn't smell like a Booker's to me, at least compared to this one. I'm going to try number one first here, Peanut Frenzy. Let's check it out on the palate. All right, here we are. Some chocolate in there. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Good, like char notes, chocolate notes. Opens way up after you have that first sip. I needed to wake myself up with that barrel proofer. Holy crap. All right. Yeah, I mean it tastes really good. Trev. Holy crap. What a sexy man. Thanks, Trev, but you're the OG sexy man. We need to do a freaking stream together, man. When are we going to make this happen? We need to talk about metal. We need to drink whiskey. We need to do the whole thing. Like Old Ezra 7, peanut butter. I'm hit or miss with Old Ezra 7. Honestly, I'd probably rather have a peanut heavy Booker's than Old Ezra 7 for whatever reason. That one seems a little bit kind of just in the middle and confused in some ways, but I don't know. Two terrible things to this guy. Friday. What is that? Is that tomorrow? Are you saying you want me to jump on? Oh, shoot, too soon. Next Friday. Yeah, next Friday works better for me too. I'm doing orchestra shows this weekend, a Valentine's Day orchestra concert, so that'll be fun. Yeah, got to get the water, the ice, and the Bookers, I think. All right. So number one, very standard Booker's profile. Number three now. It's more delicate too on the nose. Vanilla, like I said, caramel apple. Not even a hint of nuttiness. More ethanol on this one, unfortunately. All right, on the palate. Cheers. Oh, yeah. The proof is deceptive on the nose because it's strong on the palate. Wow. Oh, that's so good. There's cherry in there too. Dark cherry, caramel apple. Like I said, vanilla. Tons of spice, as you would expect. Nothing brittle about this one, though. That is... Oh, and it's getting even more like milk chocolate now at the end. That's awesome. Amy says, I'm on call if you need a blind setup for you and Cam. Ooh. Scroach. Scotch, that's funny. Oh, man, I can't drink Noah's Mill. I think it's so weird tasting. And it's not even the nuttiness in there. It just tastes so strange, you know? Let me see my collection if you make this happen. Ooh. Little fun next week, Trev. That'll be awesome. I got to make sure I can do that next Friday, but I think I should be good to go for making that happen. Well, for this first Booker's blind battle, it's it's a no-brainer for me. While number one is peanut heavy and everything else, number three brings something totally different to the table. More fruity, more balanced. Yeah. I think that's the one I'm going to have to go with is number three. Maybe not. I might need to do one more quick side-by-side here. Interesting. Greater than a pinch and less than a pour. That's hilarious. I need some water. My palate is like, I'm melting my face. All right. Awesome. Well, let me go back and check this one more time. Number 3, while it is different, it's not like wowing me, you know? At least number 1 has more proof, even though if it's so peanut heavy, it's got more proof, more intensity, more flavor. Number 3 is more delicate, and I'm having a hard time. It's like, am I going to be a proof whore right now and go for the high proof version or the higher hitting proof? Who knows what the proofs are on these? Or am I going to go for the more balanced, delicate sip? I'm not sure yet. Okay, so a couple things here. Great group in here tonight. Love you all. Hey, Scott, thanks for being here, man. I really appreciate it. Hold up card 3 again, says Jay. Here's card 3. This is the more delicate, balanced one. There you go. And then card 1, this is the really peanut heavy one. I hope I didn't mix these up when I poured them. I don't think I did, though. So, Hendo, good call here. I'm going to be live on My Bourbon Journey with Scott next Tuesday doing a Hendo flight. I've got 5 pours right here with Will's clues and everything like that, and his key sealed in an envelope. So I'm super stoked about that. I think that's what, 7 p.m. Central, 8 p.m. Eastern, I believe, Scott, is when your streams are next Tuesday. So that's going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be a lot of fun. It's great to be able to kind of come on to some of these more established channels and hang out with people who have way bigger of, followings than I do, and just kind of live it up and soak it in and have fun. Like, it's a really cool experience. So thanks, Scott, for having me on, man. Really appreciate that. We're going to have a good time. All right, last sip of number 3. Yeah, I like number 3. There's more oak, too, there. Oh, yeah. Really fruity cherry notes. Okay, number 3 takes the cake from me. So here we go. I'm going to sit this glass here on top of the number 3 note card so I remember that. And number 1 is going to go behind me. And what I'm going to do for all of these is I don't think I'm going to look at any of them until I finish the entire blind. All right, so it's going to be challenging, but I think it's the best way to do it is to not look at any of this until I finish the blind, and it will probably take me until next week's live stream because I'm only going to do the first half of the bracket tonight because I don't want to wake up on the floor tomorrow. No spoilers on the chat, please, says Richie. Yeah, and if you see any spoilers of like any of the pours, please delete them. I don't want to see them. I really want to do this 100% blind. So, wrenches, if you see that, nip that in the bud, please. That would be amazing. Come on the kick. I don't know. Maybe you misspelled something, Matt, or maybe you didn't. Come on the kick drum. What's up, man? It's good to see you. I didn't want to read that out loud because it sounds a little dirty. Let's see. Just crack the 100 and we'll see what I'm up against. ADHD in the house. Matt Porter with his new apple brandy bottle. I just gave another one to a buddy as well. And I'm just excited to share the love on those apple brandies because those are freaking amazing. So number 3, this is the winner of the first bracket here, the first head-to-head Booker's Challenge. Let's go ahead and move to the next one. The next one we have pours number 6 and pour number 9, but I put them on the drum as 9 and 6 just so we could eliminate any dirty thoughts here, y'all. So let's go ahead and get these in their glasses. First, starting with number 6. Big sexy. All right, 6 is in the glass. Let's get 9 in the glass now. Okay, awesome. It's from the breakup with Vince Vaughn, owner of a... Man, I'm out of the loop. Haven't seen it. Damn it. I'm that guy right now. 31 in the chat. That's awesome. Seems like everybody is either coming from somewhere or 8 p.m. is just the time to do these live streams, which obviously I used to do. I might move back to 8, but for now I'm going to stick with 7:30. Kind of is what it is. Wouldn't want to pander to your immature audience now, would you? I will pander all day. I need subscribers. I'm just kidding. Live plans together. That's hilarious. Trev, you were so lit the other night, man, when we were talking about metal at like 1 in the morning. That was hilarious. That was a really fun live stream for me. Okay, so let's go ahead and start the next round of the blind. Pours number 6 and pour number 9. 3 is the winner of the last one. Here we go. Let's go ahead and get this going. Number 6 on the nose. No peanuts. No peanuts. That's nice. I like it. Neither of these have a lot of peanut on them. These both smell amazing. Yeah. It seems like the Bookers are either really peanut forward or they have this nice fruity character, like this apple and like crisp pear note on the top end with you know, more rounded out caramels and things like that. It's either that or it's the heavy baking spice and heavy peanut ones. It's kind of interesting. Carl, I just saw Carl's in here. Where's he at? There we go. My dirty thoughts will not be cast aside so easily. Hey, good to see you, man. Cheers. I'm going to be drinking this Sunday, Scotch Sunday at 3 p.m. Eastern. I'm going to be drinking samples sent from Carl here. I've got 3 different Octomores and a Royal Lochnagar independent bottling, and then I'm doing a Kleinleash and a Linkwood independent bottling sent by my friend Frank as well. So Scotch Sunday, we're going to be doing some really cool stuff. If I have the patience to not open this dusty Scotch right here, then I'll save it for Sunday, but I'm not going to make any promises right now. Okay, number 6 on the nose. Yeah, really, like I said, really nice kind of lighter fruity note on the top. Good caramels. Nothing that's like wowing me or anything, but it's a nice balanced barrel-proof bourbon. So for what that's worth. Let me show you all what's in this glass, number 6. Give me a little thumbs up if you can see it. No spoilers in the chat, please. That's what's in number 6. Let me taste this on the palate. Cheers. Oh my goodness. Little nuttiness on the palate. But that apple note, that sweet caramelized apple note in there. Cinnamon apple, really. Like tons of baking spice, lots of cherry. That is like a delicious pie. That's really what this one reminds me of. Number 6 is incredible. Oh my goodness. Cheers, man. Cheers, Daniel. Good to see you. Shoot me a text, you know, one of these upcoming days. And I have no idea if I've had yours yet or not, but we'll kind of see how it all lands. Sip a while and big man small batch. So we'll see. Checking out the chat here. Uta says, can't wait for Sunday. I know. I miss Scotch a lot. I'm going to be doing more Scotch content here coming up as well because I've been too focused on bourbon. Bourbon is where the subscribers and the views are at right now, of course. But Scotch was my first love, so I've got to get back to doing it. Yeah, nice. Okay, good vanilla is appearing now on number 6. Let me get into number 9 here. Here's what is in glass number 9, the final Booker's pour of the night. Whoever wins this side by side with 6 and 9 will go up against number 3, and then I will conclude tonight's half of the Booker's bracket challenge. All right, here we go. This one has a little more rye influence to it. Kind of reminding me of Elijah Craig Barrel Proof C920 in some ways. Yeah, actually reminding me of that a lot. There's something in there that's less caramel focused. You know what I mean? Less like traditional bourbon focused and a little bit maybe greener or something else going on in there. Yeah. If you put it next to number 6, it's totally a different beast. All right, let's try 9 on the palate here. Cheers. Wow. That is
That is so. I I'm gonna pause. I am blown away right now at the fact that Booker's can taste like this because, admittedly, I only got into bourbon like a year ago because I was just into Scotch only, and I've only tasted the 2020 Booker's batches, more or less. And those things for me, it was just like, well, I get it, but what's the hype about with Booker's? Some of the ones I've had right now, I'm hoping none of them were the 2020 batch, except maybe the first one I had. These other ones are just like totally different animals. It doesn't even taste like the Booker's I know. So there's really something to this, I guess. Man, these are all like, I mean, both of these pours in front of me right now. I feel like I've probably got older Booker's batches, and I'm probably gonna like make somebody upset by choosing one over the other. But it kind of is what it is. So just a reminder for those jumping in right now, the chat just jumped up to 36. For those of you, reminder, here's number 6 that I'm sipping on right now, which has got a nice little bit of like caramelized apple and some of those notes. A little bit of peanut on the palate, but not overpowering. And here's number 9, which is the one that it's up against, which reminds me of Elijah Craig C920. Now it's getting a little peanut butter on the nose, especially after you have it on the palate one time, you kind of open up more of the flavors on the nose. Man, I don't know which one I like better. This is tough. This is so tough. What do we got here? Monkey shoulder. Jesus Christ. Not great. That Glengoyne 21 you sent. Yes. Oh my gosh. Glengoyne 21. I have that back there on the table. I have got to get another one of those. I think it was like 160 or 180. And for me, a 21-year Scotch at 160 to 180 bucks, that's an easy purchase, you know. That one is amazing. It's a little bit lighter on the palate than like the Glendronach 21s or some of the heavier sherried scotches. But there's a beautiful like leather note in the middle of that, and it's just delicate and gentle. I love that. It's a great Scotch. Bourbon rules. That's hilarious. Amy said, focus too much on bourbon. Is that possible? It is possible, especially, I mean, come on. I love Scotch so much, but I don't get to talk about it enough, and I need to. I need to try this same flight. I've literally only had sip a while, and I didn't like it. Yeah, and Carl, I hear that 2015, some of the 2015s in here apparently are phenomenal pours. So curious to see. Yeah, for the current day bottlings of Booker's, I wouldn't go more than 90 on those. I mean, I would love to pay $60, but the price just keeps going up and up and up. Don't knock the monkey. There's an actual curse. It's hilarious. I caught the leather note too. Delicious stuff. Yeah. God, I love that Glengoyne. I've got to get another one. All right. I've been stalling long enough. Let's figure out between number 6 and number 9 here. This was number 6. All right. I don't want to talk about it too much. Put this in the memory bank. Let's go to number 9 now. Oh man, so much more vanilla on number 9. Oh, this is such a tough call. I'm gonna feel like an idiot when I choose Granny's batch. When Granny's batch is one of these two and I choose it, I'm gonna feel like an idiot. Hey, 35 in the chat. What's up, everybody? Thank you for hopping in here. We're almost done with this. We're about halfway through the first day of the Booker's blind battle. Like the video if you haven't already. We're trying to get some more people in here right now. 8:10 p.m. It's bourbon time. Let's go. Come on. Let's see. Mike says, I've only had 2 Bookers. Both are listed here. Both are great. Sipping one now. Nice. Nice. What's 2017-03? I don't know what that one is. Is that Backyard Barbecue? I have no idea. I'm not so familiar with those. What's up, you sexy beast? Thanks for stopping by last night. Hey, man, thanks for having me. I was a little lit when I jumped in last night, admittedly, so I just kind of stood there and smiled in my basement. So that was kind of funny. But, dude, you did a 6-hour stream yesterday. What the heck? That is so wild. I've had 6 and 9, and both are awesome. Then maybe, Richie, maybe I won't feel so bad that I choose one over the other if they're both awesome. Pick the Booker's one. That's hilarious. Granny Snatch, what? Oh, Trev. Trev. Dang it. My mom is probably watching, man. I don't know what to do. I guess I'm leaning towards 9. I don't know. I got to do one more comparison. I'm wigging myself out now. I'm leaning towards 9, though. Just a reminder. There we go. That's number 9. God. That's hilarious, Mike. You cut that stream a little short. Thought it would be longer. Yeah, I looked and today at that stream, Wags, and I was like, what the heck? Like 6 hours. Was I at the end of that? You know? And I checked it out, and I was in the first hour and a half of that stream. I'm like, you went for another 5 hours almost after I got off there, and I was like hammered and went to sleep. I don't know how you do it. That's amazing. That is hilarious. All right, I'm going with number 9. I'm sorry, number 6. So let's put this back here. Where are we at? I need number 3. So it's going to be number 3 versus number 9. There we go. Number 3 versus number 9 to see who wins the first week 1 half right here, which I know is hard to see, of the Booker's bracket. So let's check it out and let's see what happens here. I need to pour a little bit more in each of these. Number 3, just because, you know, need enough to be able to smell and taste these things. 3 and 9. Okay. And I can't even see how much is left in these samples, so I need to go by weight and make sure I don't pour too much. Hello, peeps. What's up? Wags is in the freaking house. Yes. All right. Oh, wait. Wags, did you win the turkey from Jason? I didn't get to catch Jason's stream last night. I heard it was a total winner. Like, I heard it was an amazing stream. For those of you who were there, let me know how that was. That's awesome. I think that was, what, the 13 year or something like that? All right, so number 3 and number 9 here. Just a reminder, here's number 3. I feel like, you know when you go to the eye doctor and they're like, do you like this better or this better? That's how I feel when I hold these cards up. And then here's number 9. So I'm going to start with number 3 now. This has more baking spice, more like baked pie, baked pie notes, kind of. Nice caramelized type things. And number 9, number 9's a little bit brighter. And again, that's kind of that C920, that Elijah Craig C920 thing I was talking about. A little bit of this brighter rye characteristic in number 9. Oh, is Rocket Review in the house? What's up, man? Hey, good to see you. Cheers, Ed. Trying to be done in time for your stream, which I believe is at 9 o'clock. So I moved mine back 30 minutes, and hopefully we can run straight into your stream. And if I go over, which I hope I don't, it would only be a few minutes. So it's good to see you in here, man. Cheers to you. With this unknown Booker's batch that I'm holding in my hand, which is, for me, number 3. This one. So, for what it's worth. Wow, you still had 5 people watching when you stopped after 6 hours and, what, 15 minutes? That is crazy, man. Yeah, you won the turkey. That's hilarious. All right, number 3 and number 9. I'm going to have to compare these on the palate. Number 9 is starting to get a cardboard note from me. I don't know if I like that. But the fruitiness and that bright rye characteristic is really nice. And 3 is a little bit, like I said, darker, baked pie, dark cherry, that kind of thing. So let me go with number 3 first. A little weaker on the palate for whatever reason that time on number 3. Interesting. Meh, run over you. No one. Clearly people watch your crap there. Judging by the subscriber numbers and everything like that, man. Honestly, your video of the Alberta Premium, and that was like kind of where I found your channel when I started to get into the whiskey tube thing and make videos. Your video of Alberta Premium and all the Jim Murray stuff was like so spot on, man. I loved it. It was freaking awesome. I'm sure everybody has seen it in the chat, but if you haven't seen it, go check that video out. Got the bourbon belches. Oh, Jesus. Here we go. The fiance's home from the gym. She's going to make an appearance sometime soon. I got to wrap up the Booker's flight before she comes in here, though. I have a couple things for her to try. I have the really Flintstone vitamin shitty Dickel bottled and bond from, is that 19? The one that is totally Flintstone vitamins. And I also have, well, shit, I can't remember the other sample that I have for her. I have two things for her to drink that I think she's not going to like. And so I want to make her do it on camera. Okay. Back to this. Number 9 now. The brighter of the bunch. The brighter of these two pours. And just a reminder, this is what I'm smelling right now. Yeah. This is an easy one. The fruitiness and the transition from like front to mid palate all the way into the finish of number 9. Even though it's not as dark maybe in terms of those like caramelized notes, the pie notes, all of that. Everything about number 9 is more balanced right now than number 3. This is an easy win. So number 9 is going to take the cake right now, hands down. So that is the winner of this half of the Booker's flight. Last reminder, number 9. And I'm going to write this down in my phone so that I remember this. Number 9 wins. Okay. So next week, I will do the second half of this Booker's flight. And I might wrap it up, or I might leave the final battle between the winners of the two brackets plus the wild card that I insert. I might leave that for even another week, just because I don't like to get too shit-faced drunk on these live streams anymore. It takes a toll on your body, you know. The one that's Flintstone vitamins. You mean all of them? I do mean all of them, but there's the one in particular. I can't remember if it's 2018 or 2019. But yeah, the one is just so atrocious that I can't even drink it, honestly. Let's see. Good stay the end of the stream last night. Everyone is saying what's up to Ed. Yeah, it's awesome to see you in here, Ed. Really appreciate it. Give her a taste of the... Here's the deal, Carl. When I got the sample bottles, I took a little swig off the top of one of them because I've never had an Octomore, and I was like, let me just pop this, let me just have a little sip of this real quick. And I was like blown away. I can't even remember which one it was of the samples you gave me. So I handed it off to her. She was working at her, her makeshift desk in our house because, she works from home. I said, here, take a sip of this. She's like, what is it? I said, just take a sip of it. So she took a sip, and she's usually not a big fan of peated stuff. She loved it. So the 1 ounce of each of the Octomores that I do on Sunday, I'm going to keep the other ounce, and I think her and I are going to split those up because I want her to go through that flight with me as well. Let's see. Usually bookers are less than 7 years old. Yeah, and which is crazy to me. I'm not sure if you had said something else about this further up. But yeah, usually there's not, like for me, I wish they were older, but it tends to work. With the peanut stuff recently, though, who knows? Okay. Once I hit the 5.5 hours, I decided I had to go longer than any. That's hilarious. I didn't know that he had gone that long, so good for him, man. All right, so number 9 is the winner here. I'll enjoy the rest of this pour this evening. And I'm going to bring this graphic off the screen now. We are done with that. Woo! All right. Move these samples down. Okay. So like I said, the next thing that I wanted to do, actually I might not have mentioned this earlier. I have it in the description of the video. I'm going to do a blind flight of 3 pours that Sarah poured for me a couple of hours ago. They've been sitting here in their glasses behind me with toppers on them so that, they don't sit and oxidize for many, many hours. Let me grab these really quickly. I have 3 blind pours for Sarah, and she gave me this weird smirk and kind of laughed at me earlier, so I know that I'm going to be screwed, and I'm not going to know what any of these are, probably. She's tricking me. Give me 2 seconds. Let me grab those from right behind me. All right. Oh, all right. Sweet. Okay, so we have, again, as we always do with these blind flights, I like to do one of these every week to just train the palate, try to maybe entertain all of you because Sarah is so good at stumping me. And we do these in the black Glencairn so that I can't see anything about this. So what I try to do is guess what kind of whiskey it is. Scotch, rye, bourbon. Don't have Irish. Proof, age, distillery, and then take a guess at what bottle it might be. That's kind of the plan here for these 3 blind pours. And I always write them down in my phone as we go so that I don't forget what my guesses are. Just getting by, loving the weather so much lately. Ed, where are you at? Where are you located? I saw Wisconsin up there earlier. I know Scott's in Wisconsin. Are you there as well? Just curious. Like an old married couple. That's hilarious. Jay says, I didn't realize you had a full table behind you. Yeah. This used to, I used to have a podcast last year. I was doing this music podcast and I kind of bailed on that, but this was a podcast room and we would shoot this way. So there used to be mics on either side of this table like I'm using right now. And this was kind of the backdrop for the podcast. And now it's the bourbon room. So in 3 months, I'll have a different hobby and I'll quit drums and drams or something like that. Richie says bonus blind. Awesome. Yeah, that's every week I want to do a blind, whether it's 1 pour or 3 pours. Just keep training the palate, you know. Chris from Hot Buttery Rolls mentioned me in a comment in Bourbon Junkies. That can't be good. Oh, he said, am I live? Yep, I'm live now. You can all see me responding to him right now. And Sarah texted me, my fiance, maybe wondering if she should come in right now. She says, sorry, I'm finally home. Okay, so she'll be in here in a little bit. She'll make a little appearance, and you can meet the mastermind behind this blind flight I'm about to do. Here is pour number 1. All right, so there you go. Let me know if you want to see that again or if you need me to hold it up longer, but that is pour number 1. Let's check it out on the nose. All right, we're in Scotchland. We are in Scotchland. She can't trick me. All right, getting nice sort of sweet vanillas, light fruit notes. I'm being really general right now. Confectionery sugar. All right, more on the nose. Could be some sherry influence in this. Could be a Glenfarclas because it's not heavy sherry. If there's sherry in this, it's a lighter sherry characteristic. DC says, I want to see you get schlambered and play the xylophone. DC, actually, let me kind of collect opinions from the crowd right now. I'm thinking that I would love to do a virtual concert for everybody for drums and drams. Like, I know that my main thing that I do is music and all that. And I've kind of grown tired of doing like the virtual concerts because it's just not the same. But I thought it would be kind of cool because everybody that follows drums and drams is not following me for what I do musically. But I thought it could be cool to do like a contemporary classical online concert, 45 minutes or so. Do you think does that sound like it's something interesting? I could play a lot of like electronic music, percussion and electronics, like a lot of really cool stuff that's kind of off the beaten path, but not weird and out there. Let me know what you guys think about that. This actually reminded me that I wanted to ask everybody about this because I think a virtual concert on the Drums and Drams channel could be something different, you know? So I'd be curious to hear your thoughts. Scotchland. Oh yeah, we are in Scotchland. Smells nice. I mean, it doesn't smell particularly old or anything like that, but I'm curious to try this on the palate. I will play a cowbell a couple of times, but I will also play many, many other things. That's funny. DC says, hell yes. I think I'm gonna do it. So this is good, and I know some people might tune in for 5 minutes and be like, what the hell is this, and bail, and that's totally fine. But I think it would be cool. I might have to pre-record it a little bit instead of doing it live, just because of the logistics of it. If you saw the amount of setup that it requires in my basement, and moving those things between things that I play, it's not really tenable to do it all totally live. But maybe I'll do like a video premiere of a live concert, and I think that would be really cool. If there's gutturals, dude, the video I sent you of Oceano was crazy. The cougar scream or cougar squeal or whatever Adam, I think is his name, whatever he did. That was crazy, man. That's a great video. All right, on the palette number one. Okay, turned really tannic and oaky at the end. Interesting. Very low proof on this one. Like, it's almost too watery for me. It seems like it's 40%, 43 at most. Yeah, still sitting in that realm of like light vanillas, light pineapple-y, light fruit notes. A little bit of spice on the palate. That was a better sip there. I always feel like she's giving me Glenmorangie when she gives me these blind flights. And I always guess some variation of Glenmorangie, because there's always something confectionery about this. There's always something that like white cake note, bundt cake, that kind of thing. I don't know. Lido says, home at last, warming the senses with a tail of cake. I might be sipping that as well right now, actually. Or maybe like Cadbowl Estate. I don't think this is tail of cake, but whatever it is, this is it. All right. I can't pinpoint what I'm getting here, though. Tannic in Scotch means old. Richie, for me, I understand what you're saying, but actually a lot of these Glenmorangies, from Tale of Cake, which is non-age stated, to Cadbowl Estate, which is 15 years, decent age in Scotch, a lot of these Glenmorangies at the end, especially after they've oxidized for a while in the bottle, they've been open for 3 to 6 months, they turn really, really sour and funky and tannic at the end. And it's a strange thing for me. Yes, and like my 21, 25-year-old scotches, of course there's that. But the Glenmorangies, for whatever reason, a lot of the recent releases have had this turn and this funk at the end that's kind of off-putting for me. It doesn't make a lot of sense. Wag says, I want a concert performance piece in the style of Drunken Master Kung Fu. I'll see what I can do. I have a couple of performance pieces that are kind of hilarious. So, yeah. If you want to let them know. Okay. Let's see. Okay, good. We're good. All caught up in the chat here. All right, so, I mean, in terms of this first pour, God, I don't think this is Cutty Sark. I don't think it's quite as, like, watery and disgusting to be Cutty Sark. Let me look at my shelf. Could be like Compass Box Oak Cross, possibly. Yeah, I'm looking behind me, looking at all my scotch. I can't tell. I'm gonna say this is probably 12 years old. I'd say 12 years. Proof 43%. And I'm going to say distillery. Right now, I'm going to say Glenmorangie, and I don't have a guess for the bottle. So I'll come back to it and see if I can get a guess for that. I wrote it down on my phone. Let's go to number 2 now. Oh, Cheech, what's up, man? Good to see you. Cheers with this mystery glass that I don't know what it has in it. Cheers, man. And Richie, I kind of understand your comment now, because I just got a text message from Sarah, and she says, you're incorrect. I can't let you think that's Glenmorangie. It is not. There is some sherry in there, and I was wigging myself out with some of the lighter confectionery notes. There's definitely sherry in there. And now that she's kind of spoiled it a little bit, I don't know what it is. I have no idea. But let's go ahead and delete Glenmorangie from the note that I just wrote that in. Proof, I think I'm right on, though. I think 43% ABV is probably an accurate proof, I would have to say. All right, let's go to pour number 2. She just texted me again. She says, I didn't spoil it. You need to guess again. I will guess again. Oh, shit, another scotch. This one seems kind of obvious to me, actually. This is a port finish scotch, number 2. Let me show you guys what's in here. I'm thinking this is Glenmorangie Quinta Reuben, or Quinta Ruban, or Quinta Ruban, however you want to say it. This has that port finish characteristic in here with those like dark fruits, dark dried out fruits. Oh man, I'm really behind on the chat. I did a side-by-side with sherry finish Irish and sherry finish Scotch. No comparison. The Irish was flat next to the Scotch. Interesting. I do like the Redbreast Lestau. I think that's how you say it, the sherry finish version. I tend to like the Redbreast stuff, but I still, again, haven't invested in Irish whiskey because the minute that I start, I'm going to get addicted. Then I'm going to spend a lot of money on that. So let's start a sample. They can't move on until they drink it all. What's going on here? What are we talking about? Oh, this is the blind that we're talking about with me and Trev, I think. What did we say here? 4. Yeah, I think 4 is a solid amount. That would be great. Sorry, guys. Catching up in the chat. Just taking a look here. StreamYard is good and bad. For the chat, it's just kind of a mess, you know? And I know I only have like 37 people in here, but still. By the way, for those of you in here, the 37, please like the video if you haven't already. Just hit the like button. It's very easy. Let's get some more people in here and hang out. Someone's creaming their pants. Who's creaming their pants? Robbie? La Santa Curb Sample Stout. I actually don't like La Santa for whatever reason. I think it's a funky... I don't think it meshes well with Glenmorangie, like the distillery character. I don't think sherry does well with it. The port does better for me. But I actually like the 12-year port finish as opposed to the current day 14-year. I like the old bottling better. Yes, please sub. Thank you, Amy. Missing out on Irish whiskey. That's what started my journey. I'll get there. I will get there. Oh, I whiskey she wines in the house. What's up? Cheers to you. Holy crap. Another legendary, you know, well-known whiskey tube channel hanging out. So that's amazing. Thank you for stopping by. Yeah, number 2. Let me show you what's in glass number 2 here. I don't know if I have already or not. I honestly can't remember. We're getting to that point in the night, and it's like 8:30 p.m., so that's really sad. Oh, yeah, number 2 is the port finish. Jesus. Yes, I know that. Sarah said hashtag do better. She sent me a text. I'm going to have to get her ass in here. I'm getting pissed. I don't know what's happening. Did she give me an all-scotch flight? Let me go to number 3 real quick before I go into number 2 any deeper. No, at least number 3 is a bourbon. It is not a scotch. Thank God. And I know this can only be one of a couple bottles, the way that this smells. I always say that and then I get it wrong, so like, you know, whatever. Trev, does your Sarah drink whiskey? Look, she's going to be pissed, man. You got to put an H on the end of that. I'm sorry. But yes, she does drink whiskey. She always says like, oh, my palate's not good. Don't make me give tasting notes on the video because, you know, she is going to come in here soon, I guess. She's always saying, you know, she's weird about all that. But I'm like, no, you have a really good palate. So I'm going to get her in here. But yeah, she loves whiskey. She'll drink. I'll hand her a 62% cast strength, not tell her what it is, and she loves it. All the way down to whatever. I mean, we started drinking scotch together. I've gotten more into bourbon, and she's stayed on the scotch train a little bit. But yeah, she loves it, and that's good for me. That's a good thing for me. Kilbrin, I've never had that. Let's see. My Sarah's minus the H, and she gets pissed. Our Sarahs need to meet, Trev. We need to do, dude. We need to do a couples live stream. Trev and Sarah, and Cam and Sarah. There we go. That would be hilarious. All right. Ooh, I'm just clicking everything in StreamYard right now. Now I'm blushing. That's hilarious. Okay. Number 3. Here is number 3. Let me show you all. I have a feeling that I kind of know about what this is based on the nose, but let's see on the palate what happens. Really high proof. Yeah, really high proof. There's something about it that seems finished to me. No, it's not Chateau de la Baude. I don't think it's a Bardstown Apple Brandy. Maybe it's just straight up ethanol and the proof that is making me think this is finished. There's this weird, like, minty coolness on the nose. And I thought it could have been fruit, but maybe it's just straight up proof. I have no idea. Yeah, that would be fun. I think a couple stream would be a lot of fun. Okay, I'm going to think about this. And if I don't reach out to you, and Trev, if I don't reach out to you about this, send me an email or DM me or whatever, because I've been drinking. And I will forget about this. So if I don't reach out to you, remind me, because that would be a fun stream. Sarah for Valentine's, just saying you guys can get lit for your Saturday evening together, you know, for some. That's hilarious. Yeah, I'm gonna do Scotch Sunday on Sunday, which is, I think Sunday is Valentine's Day. So I will be schmammered by the beginning of the night. I'll be schmammered by 4:30 p.m. that day. So, you know, anyways, I'm not gonna get too dirty on this live stream. Oh, I got the bourbon belches again. Number 3 is tough. This could be, I don't think it's an Elijah Craig barrel proof. I'm trying to think of what this is. Let me focus on the tasting notes, not the bottle. There is something really fruity about this and finished. Like reminding me of a finished bourbon. It's not fruity enough or fruity in the right ways to be like a 1792 foolproof pick. It's not like that. It could be Bardstown Apple Brandy. I don't know. On the nose, it's smelling like Bardstown Apple Brandy. Sarah from It's Bourbon Night. She is the OG. She definitely is the OG Sarah on Whiskey Tube, which is why it's kind of weird for me to bring my Sarah on, you know, and do a video with her if we ever do some content together, because I don't want to feel like I'm copying. You know, Chad Sarah, Cameron Sarah. Not a good look. I've already taken half of Jason's name of his channel and put it in my channel, so I can only steal so much. Oh, that sounds like an interesting idea, Wags. All right. I've been drinking. There you go. That is what I was referencing earlier, Trev. There is something kind of nutty coming through now on the nose of number 3. Even though it had this fruitiness for me, there's something nutty that's happening now. My God, this is tough. I'd say proof of number 3, definitely like, I don't know, 62%. Let me say that. Let me put that in my phone. 3. I'm going to say it's 62% ABV. Age. Let me think about age on this. Doesn't seem very old to me. I don't know. There's almost a Buffalo Trace quality to this in a way. It's almost a little bit lighter and honey, but like really heavy proof. Could be a Stag Junior. Maybe a Stag Junior. I would say age, it doesn't seem very old to me. I'd say between 7 and 9 years. I know that's super general in the land of bourbon, but looking forward to next Tuesday night. Dude, me too, Scott. You're going to kick my butt in this blind tasting, I bet. Dude, I'm telling you, man, when I when I started getting onto people's live streams a couple weeks ago, like from there until now, that progression, it's like every time, like I jumped on your stream, Scott, 2 weeks ago, and I was just destroyed. I mean, I was just a mess. And then I jumped on Wags' stream last night, and I wasn't nearly as bad, but I was still pretty hammered. It's like, this is not great for me. So on my own live streams now, I'm trying to do less pours because I'm trying to keep my shit together and not wake up feeling terrible like more than one night a week, which is already too much, you know? That's hilarious. Team Cam, Team Hawk Scott, Ham Hawk Scott. That is amazing. Damn. Well, I don't know what is in any of these freaking glasses. Let me give me 30 seconds. I'm gonna just awkwardly stare at my bourbon shelf right now and at the bottles behind me and try to like see if anything catches my eye. Like, oh yeah, I forgot I had that. You could be this. All right. So give me just a second here. Yeah, this is awkward, huh? Number 3 smells really good. Whatever this bourbon is. I guess is it a rye? I don't think it's a rye. I think it's a bourbon. The proof is crazy high. And there is some oak funk on it actually. I'm thinking it's a Stag Junior. I'm thinking it could be a Stag Junior, yeah. All right, I'm gonna stick with that. I'm gonna say that this is a Stag Junior for whatever reason. Richie, I have not started a Patreon. I was gonna wait till 500 subs to do that because one of those things is like I don't want to look like I'm groveling or asking for money too early on in the channel. I want to kind of earn the community's trust, do a bunch of live streams, make a lot of content. And hopefully people dig it. And then I was going to make a Patreon after that. So I'm thinking at 500 subscribers, I might start a Patreon and do that. And then, obviously I won't have super chats at that point, but I'm thinking about starting at 500 doing giveaways on my live streams and just doing them through PayPal or Venmo. So that might be something that happens coming up. But I would love to hear opinions on that because if people think that's too early for the channel, fully respect that. And I don't want to rub anybody the wrong way. So, don't forget, we did see a man lose his nipple on Monday. Dude, Monday's live stream was freaking hilarious. Like, I just setting up, I posted a picture on the Bourbon Junkies Facebook group and on my Instagram page, but just like the setup of me having lights and cameras in my bedroom, it was definitely like shooting a porno. I mean, for sure. It was very funny. 41 in chat, says Richie. That's awesome. Yeah, the record right now for me is 49, so we're doing well. That's awesome. I'm really happy about that. Amy says, do it. Then we can have giveaways, which are super fun. Yeah, I would love to do that. I have a ton of stuff to give away. I have some store picks, stuff like, like Eagle Rare, some more basic stuff. But I would love to do some giveaways, some sample giveaways too. I have some cool stuff that I just love giving samples to people of my Dusties and some other bottles. So that'll be a lot of fun. OnlyFans, I don't know. We'll have to talk to Sarah about the OnlyFans. We'll get her in here and I'll ask her if I can have an OnlyFans. Probably be more like her OnlyFans with me included. She probably wouldn't like that. Lido says, moving on to Redbreast 15. I love Redbreast 15. I really want to try the cast strength though. And the 27 is like a bucket list bottle for me. I'm so wigged out by glass number 3. Here's a reminder. There are brown sugar and molasses notes in here. There's a fruity component, a dark fruit component, like dark cherry. making me think Stag Junior. Weirdly, I'm also like, wait, is this Elijah Craig barrel proof? Like one of the 7 batches I have? I don't know. So I'm gonna stick with Stag Junior and say that's what this is. And let's go back to number 1 and 2 really quickly before we do the final reveal here, and then turn it over to Ed at Rock Gut Review for his live stream. I put the channel support out info out there, but I don't expect anything because I just started. Wags, did you posted your channel in here somewhere? Hey, if you guys aren't subscribed to the Mash Bill, aka Stanley Wagner Jr., aka the OG, go sub to his channel right now. He does a lot of live streams on Instagram. Now he's doing lives on YouTube and making content. For what it's worth, from someone who only has 400 subscribers, go check out what Wags is doing because it's just awesome. And he did a friggin' 6-hour live stream last night, which was hilarious. Red breast cask. I just add a few drops of water. Yeah, I gotta try that. I get what your reservations are, but I don't think anyone will be off Patreon. They can sign up or not, but you can have the option. Yeah, that's a good point. It's like, yeah, you're right. I worry a lot about perception, and that for me comes a lot from me, my music career and all of that stuff, because you have to be really careful with self-promotion and marketing and branding and all of that. So in the Whiskey Tube community, I never wanted to come on too strong and do that kind of thing and rub people the wrong way. But I think you're right that it's almost an expectation at this point. And if people don't want to sub or don't want to, join the Patreon, they don't have to, and they can still check out the channel and the content. So that's good. Thank you so much for weighing in there, because I get, I just try to gather opinions and see what the temperature of the room is for all this kind of stuff. So yeah, okay. Just sub to Mash Bill. Good. Hell yeah. Get with me offline. We can chat over the phone. Yeah, man, let's do it. Trev, that's awesome, man. We need to link up anyways, so I appreciate you saying that. All right, back to glass 1. I said this was a Scotch around 12 years, possible sherry influence, 43% ABV, lighter confectionery flavors, but also, who knows? And Sarah said, no, it's not Glenmorangie. You're an idiot. It's got a very familiar taste to me. Let me look at the old Scotches. Something tannic about this, but it doesn't seem particularly old. What the hell? Here it is again, glass number 1. This is the longest blind flight I've ever done. I mean, I'm hating my life. Bottom line is a great community. If they want to support you, they will. Great people. Yeah, Scott. Thanks, man. That's so true. What? Negative 69. About 69 degrees. What? Where did that come from? That's hilarious. Negative 69. Get her done. I don't know what's happening in the chat right now. I don't have a damn clue what I'm drinking. Okay, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to move the drum out of the way, and I'm going to go get Sarah. Before I finish this flight, I'm going to go get Sarah. Let me move the drum. I'm going to get her chair pulled up here. I'm hoping I don't drop any bottles off the drum right now. I'll be right back. Yeah, are you coming in? Yes. No, I haven't finished yet. I brought you in because, well, everybody wants to meet you, but also I'm confused.
You're confused?
Yeah, I'm confused.
I know.
Yeah, here, shut the door. And I don't know if this is too low of a chair for you, but oh shit, that's really low. Here.
Oh my God.
Here, take my stool.
It's so bright in here.
It is very bright. Here, take my stool.
Do you have those?
Hey everybody.
protect-
Give us just a
Hi.
second.
Do you have those protective lenses
Here.
that I got you?
Lenses. What do you
Yeah.
mean?
The ones over there in that drawer, so I don't have to be
Oh.
blinded by your.
Oh yeah. Let me grab
Selfie
this.
lights.
Let me grab this. Thank you. As we make this transition, just give me a second.
I don't know where I'm supposed to look.
I look at the monitor. Let me pull up this desk chair. I don't even know if it's gonna fit. That's not what she said. That's not what Sarah said. All right.
I'm sorry for him.
What did you ask me about the glasses? Oh yeah.
Yeah, I can't stare into this light.
Good call.
I know. Have you used them yet?
No, not yet.
I got them for you.
I know.
I can't believe you haven't
Here.
debuted them.
We're debuting them right now.
Yeah.
Okay, you guys know that Sarah puts googly eyes on all of my bottles. So,
Well, I'm a little behind.
there we go. We got the googly eyes.
Thank God it blocks the rays.
It
I can't see anything, actually, so.
Here, let me check the chat real quick. What do we got?
Is this what you think they are?
I'm putting notes in there right now. She's looking at my phone.
Why do you have that one?
What is it? Number 3, I have maybe Stag Junior, but I'm confused because it's really high proof. Hang on, let me look at the chat. I don't want to be disrespectful. DC says, Sarah Premier in 3, 2, 1. DC, your spelling is a little off, man. How much have you had? Scott, get all these guys at 1K subs. They deserve it big time. Thanks, Scott. Team Sarah, says Trev. With an H, with an H.
Gosh, did you get me fans somehow?
You have fans.
Oh, wow. I don't deserve that. I don't know how to behave on this.
Lito would definitely support the Patreon, he says. Hell yeah. Highlander battle between all the bourbon Sarahs. There can only be one.
Are
Look,
there more Sarahs?
well, I mean, Chad's got a Sarah at it's bourbon night. And Trev, the bourbon wrench, has a Sarah without an H. They both don't have H's. You're the only Sarah with an H.
That's all right.
Bubble Bath, is that Miss Drum? Ooh, where's Lucy? Our kitty cat is meowing at us.
Sorry, yeah.
You
That's
didn't
my
shut the
fault.
door.
I thought I did.
Oh,
I'm sorry. I'm doing a really bad
Can you get
job.
her? Can you grab her? I don't want you to knock
Do
the
you
drum
want
over.
my face to get torn off?
No, but
'Cause it
but
might.
everybody would enjoy seeing. Oh, she's leaving.
Oh,
Never
okay.
mind. All right, we have a cat that's very mean.
She is.
I whiskey she whines. Fun show. We gotta get off here. Going to the bar to talk to my bourbon spirit guide Larry. Cheers. Cheers to you, Sarah. Yeah, we gotta get you
Sorry.
a pour. We gotta
I
get
saw
you a drink.
someone say- oh, can I have?
Oh, Sarah from Whiskey Crusaders too. I forgot about Sarah from Whiskey Crusaders. Jeez.
Man, maybe it's something with the name.
The cat.
I like
Miss-
whiskey.
who is the cat? Is Miss Drum? Who's that's hilarious.
I want to send them special glasses too.
All right, let's
They
put the
probably-
googly eyes back on. So I still look at this. The eyes actually jiggle back and forth.
What?
This is gonna give me subscribers right here.
This is?
It might.
I want. I don't know what I want.
Hey, do I like number 3? I think I like it right now.
Ugh, I mean, I don't know.
You don't think I like? So it's
no,
not something
mean,
I
you
like.
probably like it. I don't really care about it that much.
Okay,
But that
but
doesn't
it's
mean
not a
anything.
Stag Junior.
No, it's not.
Yeah. Okay. Shit. What about number 1? I eliminated Glenmorangie because you said to get rid of Glenmorangie.
Oh yeah, that upset me. I heard that through the
Well, there's
wall.
something. It is
Oh my God,
sherried.
I'm gonna knock this
Is there
over.
sherry influence in this?
I'm not telling you.
Okay, so there is.
Okay.
All right, let's see. Let's check the chat again.
Are you able to read?
What does Sarah like to drink? Sarah likes Glenmorangie Alta. Sarah likes Glenmorangie Signet. What do you like, Sarah?
Oh,
What
I
bourbons do you like?
Like bourbons?
Yeah.
Ooh, I like a lot of them. That was a terrible answer. I don't know. I'm not very good at this. I really like the one that you got the cork stuck in. That I
She
can't
likes
drink.
John J. Bowman.
Yeah, I can't have it anymore because you got the
I
cork
gotta.
stuck
I
in
need
it.
to get the cork out of it and decant it and put it in a new bottle.
Yeah. What mash bill is that? I kind of like that whole mash bill. I think.
I think it's mash bill 1 and 2 blended, but I don't know. It's not. It's not disclosed officially.
Yeah.
People say different. Oh, Joe Pastrana says you need to put googly eyes on your giveaways.
I told you to do that.
I know.
I love googly eyes though. I don't know. Right now I kind of want 1792, but I need
17. What?
I need some potassium. I just got back from running.
Potassium. I got the googly eyes on like sunglasses right now.
What is the most banana in it?
You want banana for real?
I do want banana.
Okay, get the pinkies. Get the pinkies pick of 1792. Actually, no, that one has less banana, but it's a better pick. I would just do that if you want 1792.
I don't want that. I want banana.
Okay,
I
then get
actually just want a banana.
then get 1792 foolproof shelfer. That's got a shitload of banana.
Is that the one I made you?
Hey Tim, what's up? Cheers, man. Good to see you. And Daniel's back. We are still on. Booker's number 3 was the winner. No, Booker's number 9 was the winner. So we'll figure out what that is in a couple of weeks.
Is the shelfer the one without the sticker?
Yeah, no sticker on the shelfer.
That's what I want.
Daniel, we're hanging out with my fiance Sarah, and I know Ed is going on in 5 minutes. We're probably going to run over a few minutes. I'm sorry, it is what it is, but
Guess your...
I need to guess these.
Yeah.
I haven't done anything on these blind pours. I'm so terrible. I'm so terrible. Yeah, Old Forester well, if you want banana, pour Old Forester 19. No, pour Old Forester Rye or 1910. But you don't like 1910. The rye's
Just
good.
Guess your...
Okay, I'll guess them. All right, sorry. Whoopsh. Number 2 is so confectionery. As a number 1's got that sherry influence. Oh, number 1 could be Spice Tree. No, god damn it. I'm not gonna. I give up.
No,
I'm just gonna try to guess number 2.
you used to like it a lot.
Oh yeah, number 2 I thought was Quinta Rubin.
No, you're correct with the port. But
Okay, then it's Tomatin 14. All right.
Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry.
Well, she gave it away. Richie, you were drinking Tomatin 14 port earlier, and it is glass number 2 here. So I knew I recognized the port finish earlier, but I thought it could have been Quinta Rubin. I didn't realize that Tomatin had so much oak on the back end. So very interesting, especially doing it blind. Let's reveal number 1, because I don't know what the hell this is, and I'm wasting time at this point. So let's check out number 1. Okay.
I thought you might get that one.
And it's Glenfiddich 18. And the one thing I always get in Glenfiddich 18 is black tea, overstewed black tea. Except today. I get it now. Damn it. All right, number 2, we just revealed it is Tomatin Scotch Port Cask, 14 year. Beautiful. Now, number 3, before we get to number 3, I want to try another guess at this.
Somebody said their wife, Laura, is visiting them.
Okay, hang on a second.
My sister's name is Laura.
Let me see what's going on here in the chat. I'm really bad at the chat because you're in here and I'm nervous.
I'm sorry.
No, it's okay.
I'm really nervous, actually. I'm not meant
Don't be
for this.
nervous. Ed will understand. In fact, he made me drink Malort, so he has to understand. That's hilarious, Trev. Gentleman Jack. Oh, yeah. Daniel, if you're still in here, I'm sorry that I missed this message. Here is what's in Booker's number 9, which won the day. Okay, so there it is. The fact that you asked me what card number 9 was makes me believe that one of your pours were in this flight, and I hope that was Big Man, Small Batch, or Sip a While. If it wasn't, I'm so sorry. The last flight that happened there, it was a tough call. It was a tough call. The last side-by-side comparison is what I mean. DC just put a banana emoji. Yep, Sarah wanted the banana.
Okay.
Maybe I'll, yeah, all right. Could be a decent night tonight. We'll see. She'll just put on her sunglasses. Cheech says
Protective lenses.
protective lenses.
They're top rated. I can't see.
There's no
anything.
protection in this
They're
household.
blocking everything.
See you over at Rock Gut Review. Richie says, yes, sir, I was in the crappy old tub. Now Cragganmore. Which Cragganmore? I love Cragganmore. Oh, my God. Any Cragganmore is good. I challenged Cam and Sarah H to Trev and Sarah with no H. Dude, come on, Trev. Showdown. Coming soon to a whiskey tube near you. Let's do it. Let's do it for your Patreon subscribers and my future Patreon subscribers. Okay, we're caught up now. Let me take a gander at this final number 3. I don't know if I like this, actually. It just kind of smells... Now it's kind of smelling like sharp caramel, some peanut. I was getting this weird fruit. Maybe it's because I was coming from Scotch. I was getting this weird fruitiness that made it feel finished to me. There's still some grape in that for whatever reason. A lot of baking spice. I don't know. Is that it?
Do you want more?
Oh, shit.
I can
No,
get you more.
I'm okay. I don't know what the hell this is. Let me look at the shelf. I don't know. I don't know, hon. Damn it. All right, let's see.
I put all the information because I wasn't sure what you needed.
She wrote everything on this.
I
She wrote the whole label.
No, which one?
Is that straight from the barrel? Is that the one in the front?
Mm-hmm.
It's just Blanton straight from the barrel, which I freaking hate. And there's grape. I said it was grape. I said it was a Stag Junior almost.
Okay.
Okay.
Yay.
I was pretty close. I was just off on the mash bill, but the proof, what it's a 62.8 proof, I think.
Yeah.
Aw, Lucy's in here now.
I know she's mad at me.
Everyone's like, what is happening right now? What is going on? I'm just ADHD right now.
I thought I smelled a funk in this, but I think it's just me.
Sarah just came from the gym.
Sorry.
She's not smelling oak funk. She's smelling herself.
I think I just smell really bad.
Who's in here right
Right,
now?
that's my-
That's hilarious. Ujal, what's up, man? Good to see you in here. We're about to wrap up, but still really good to see you hanging out with Sarah in the googly eyes. Okay. Here's the deal, Sarah. I don't know what to do. We probably got, I mean, it's 9:02. I should get off here. It's 37 in the chat. That's awesome. 38 likes. That's a great ratio. But I need you all to either peer pressure me or tell me to save this for Sunday. And I don't, no. I want to hear the chat.
Okay, fine.
I think we're going to save this anyway. Sarah wants me to save this. But I don't want her to even tell me that because I want to open it right now so bad.
I know you do.
God. This is, again, if you were here for the beginning of the episode live stream, Regis Royal 12 Dusty Scotch that I just got from sometime in the 1980s. But no real distinction of when it was produced. Nothing on the tax strip tells me much. Looks like a 1980s tax strip. Like as compared to my Johnny Walker from 82. So I don't know. Daniel says, do it, but Sarah trumps the chat. She does trump the chat, but these were my dollars that bought this. So whatever the chat says, her vote is...
You can't
she
peer
counts,
pressure your own chat to tell them what you want.
She counts for 10 votes, and then I need like 11 votes from the chat that say open it so I can open... No, I need like 8, because my vote is like
wait.
3.
Peter says wait. Oh, man.
Peter says wait till Sunday. JG says... Joe says pop it. Who says save it? Lido.
The Bourbon Wrench says open it.
Where?
I feel like they actually want... I don't know. Oh, wait, but Jay said save it in all caps, so that's kind of...
I don't know what to do.
I think you should...
Okay.
save it.
Oh, man. I'm so torn. I'm so impatient.
Oh, my God. I smell so bad. I need to go shower.
You smell fine.
Can I leave you to this? Ew.
She smells like Planet Fitness.
I do.
Richie, I'm the same way, man. I can't have unopened bottles. Open it on Sunday. Damn it, DC. Damn it.
Yay, DC. Oh, he put open it in caps, but then...
But on Sunday. Crack that sucker. You may need some... And then he said you may need some time with it. Okay. Open it on Sunday.
What even...
JG says, I'm almost double your age. Save it. I don't know. It could. This might taste like shit. It really might.
Hold on. I don't even know what this is.
Here's what I'm going to do. Look, guys, I can't save it till Sunday. I won't. Me, personally, I'll open it tomorrow, and I won't tell anybody, and then I'll just pull it out on Sunday. So I'm going to open it, and I'm going to take a little smelly smell off the top, and if it smells like it's going to be bad, then I won't pour it. All right? Let's see if I can even get this thing open. This is sitting in the back of a liquor store for decades, and that's what the person told me who had this and sent it to me. Peter says, your palate is effed anyway. I don't know about that, Peter.
No, I agree with Peter. Actually.
No, I'm fine. Open it YOLO. Let's go. I'm worried about this.
Twist off.
This might be terrible. I don't know.
You have to,
Do you want to smell some? It
no,
smells like
you
smells
always
really.
Make me smell things, and I'm tired of that.
Tim's right. I got the whiskey FOMO. I mean, that's the whole bourbon bubble in a nutshell right there. Twist off in the wind, says Amy. Oh, it's a twisty. Yeah, I mean, I love the old twisties, honestly. It's got that dusty funk on the nose. Let me get a glass.
That might be me.
Wait, actually, the glass is right here.
We can't tell what.
Do you want some?
No.
Please, will you try some?
I mean, I'll smell out of that glass.
Peer pressure.
I do not. We don't need any more glasses to put in the dishwasher.
Okay, so in terms of like clarity, yeah, it looks clear. Doesn't look like it's got any of that nastiness going on here.
What's the viscosity?
Viscosity.
I still don't know what that means.
Peter says it correctly here. It's 50, not 500, so not the end of the world. Exactly. Man, I'm telling you, I need the instant gratification. 26 years old, and I need
You're
it.
only 26.
I'm only 26. Joe says, try it, Sarah. You got to try it. Wait, what is that?
This is my banana.
Oh, I thought I was. Never mind. Here you go.
Okay, that's not funny. It's actually not that bad. It's also not that good. But it's not. What is this?
I don't know. I mean, it's called Regis Royal 12, and it's from the 80s. And that's all I know.
It actually smells good. Did you like it?
DC, I haven't found it yet. No. It's going to be in Ohio next week, but I'm trying to get one before then so I can get a review out. So I have no idea. It's got that dusty funk that the Johnny Walker Black has, but it doesn't have the same amount of peat.
I didn't smell any peat.
Ah.
Is it bad?
Okay. All right. It's not great.
Really? It didn't smell like it would be bad.
Damn it. I'm glad. Oh, you know what? I'm glad I didn't.
Have saved it.
No, I don't know.
Your palate would have been better.
A meteor could have crashed in your house tonight. Better to always open and try. Never save. Exactly, Trev. Thank you. I also agree. A meteor, a murderer could jump. An axe murderer could break in. Right? I mean, probably some funky E150. What is E150? Is that, it sounds like colorant. Or, what is the one that they put in there, the caramel coloring that they put in there now into scotches?
Oh,
I don't, is it E150?
Signet, that one?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, that was kind of a bummer. Here, I'm going to try it.
Richie, you're right. It does smell really good. It's got good dusty funk to it, but on the palate, you can actually taste. So most of my dusties now that have the dusty funk on the nose, when you taste them, it's quality. It's still like really heavy and malty. This one has astringency and ethanol on the palate because it is a blended scotch, and it's probably not a great one from back in the day. But you do still get the dustiness and that funk, which I like. It's interesting. But yeah, Carl, you're right. It is the neck pour after probably 3 or 4 decades. So
yeah, the neck looks dirty.
yeah, it's been sitting in a liquor store for God knows how long.
Well, they need to clean that liquor store. Yep.
Found an A120 larceny. I hope it's better than the one you found. Let me know what you think, Tim. I'm really picky about the larceny stuff. Maybe more than I should be, but I don't know. It's just never been my thing. But in that blind, or not blind, but the side-by-side, the C920 shocked me at how dense and rich it was. What do you think about it? Yeah. Yeah. But the nose, you smell that on the nose, though. It's got that funk.
Yeah, no, I like the way it smells. The way it tastes is kind of underwhelming, though.
Yeah.
It's like, I don't know. I wouldn't water it down either. Like, to open it up, it's like almost too...
Like it's good when it's in your mouth, and then you swallow it, and it's like that alcohol and like that astringency.
Alcohol.
I know, but it tastes like neutral grain spirit when you swallow it, but everything else about it, besides the front palate, is amazing.
It smells good.
It does smell good. Maybe I'll just smell this and pour it back into the bottle every time.
Man, what a disappointment. It probably would have tasted better on Sunday.
Trev, I'm gonna make a video about this too, with 3 different kinds of scotches: a Campbelltown, an Isla, and I think what's the other one I'm gonna do? Glen Scotia, Lafroig, and Glenmorangie. So a Highland. So I'm gonna do 3 different regions of Scotch, testing this, and I'm going to do a rye and a bourbon, and I'm going to put that out. So we should talk about this as well. I'm curious to hear what you find out when you make that video. Yeah, I think it is the young single grain in the mix, Richie. That makes a lot of sense. Yeah, because it's not a blended malt Scotch whiskey. Okay, I think we're good. I think we're out of here. I'm glad you guys got to meet Sarah. Yeah.
Hey, I'm sorry for being so strange.
You're not strange. You're fine. You're fine. This is just, it's funny because like getting on a live stream is in a way, it's like hanging out with your friends, and in a way it's performative. So it's kind of interesting.
Oh.
Like that. I don't know. But this makes it better, right?
The glasses, so I don't have to see.
There we go.
Embarrassing I am.
You're fine. You look good. Sarah just worked out, and I drank whiskey, so you can see, you know, who the motivated one is.
You work out and then have whiskey after.
Yeah, right. I don't. You do. You work out. Okay. Uta says, glad we got to meet Sarah too. I am also glad, and maybe I can twist her arm to jump in on Sunday as well to try one of Carl's Octomores. We'll see. She liked the Octomore that she tried. I think it was the 7.1 that I made her take a little sip of. Joe says, awesome, Sarah. Thanks for joining us. Thank you for including the H. Thanks, Joe. All right, guys, we're gonna bounce off here. We're 12 minutes into Ed's stream. I'm sorry for going over. Booker's Blind next week. We're gonna do the other half of the bracket. Probably wait to do the final tasting and side by side for the week after that. Remember, this is what we have coming up. Awesome live, and Sarah is banana whiskey. Okay, that's hilarious, Richie. On Sunday, 3 p.m., I'm doing Scotch Sunday. That's going to be a lot of fun, so please tune in for that. It's Valentine's Day, and I'm doing it at 3. So get a little schlammered or something by 4:15. We're going to wrap it up, and then you can have a good night with your significant other. You know what I'm saying? And then Tuesday night, 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 Central. I'm going to be joining Scott from my bourbon journey to do a blind Hendo flight. And then we'll be back next Thursday to do the other half of the Booker's Blind and some other blind pours and some other good old things. So until then, I will see you all later. Cheers, friends.
I know you have to wear these forever.
Adios, everybody.